Welcome, everybody. You're probably asking yourself and asking the screen you're looking at, where the hell have you guys been? Because Vince is obviously not here anymore. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. Welcome back, everybody tuning in. We appreciate y'all sticking with us. A rare but fun Thursday premiere for this week. We'll be back at it next Monday for the openings of OTAs, January 19th. James, turn me down a little bit in my ears a little bit. And getting back into it, in that man, producer James in the building. How you living, sir?
I'm doing good.
Doing well. Manipulating the boards as well.
You good?
The man in the DF Dubs, Burbs, West. Oh, I almost said it. Washington in the mix. How you doing, sir? How you living?
How you been doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good to see you guys, man. I miss y'all, man.
I know it's been a little while.
Had his chance.
I mean,
he had his chance.
What are you talking about, James?
He had his chance.
In what way?
4th of July weekend.
James, don't do it.
Hold on, Wes. James, what are you talking about?
He had his chance to come be in studio, come, give me that hug that he's been promising me since we met unofficially here on the show. And yeah, man.
Wes, I need to hear your Wes. Hold on, I need to hear what happened, sir. Tell the good people why you flaked on James.
Really? You gonna do it with me like that?
Yeah, man. Inquiring minds want to know.
So first of all, it was the 4th of July.
It was.
I woke up that day. I was with one of my best friends. He wanted to start drinking, and I was like, "Ain't no way I'm driving from Austin to Lockhart." And then you can't blame me on Tuesday, so that's not on me.
But I'm glad you got to see your friends and see your people. Cause dude, It was, listen to me, just listen. PD was hot in these Lockhart America streets, bro. I literally went to the store. I was giving y'all like the play-by-play.
I thought you were here listening to the scanner.
PD sighting, blah, blah street and blah, blah in front of blah, blah facing this direction. I come back. I'm coming down the street I live on. I pass them. I cross their paths. They check a Yui in the middle of the intersection. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I don't know what I did. I guess I'll get pulled over. They pulled off to the side into this parking spot and just like, we're getting people coming around the bend. I was like, yeah, good thing you didn't come because the streets
I
were
can't
hot.
come through driving the stinking Lincoln, being as black as I am.
Oh, it's not even about that. It's really not about that. It was more or less just they were just
it's
looking
always
for
funny
people.
that people that aren't black always say, "No, it's not about that." Try being black.
Have you seen the way I look? You think you're the only one who gets racially profiled? Get out of here.
Oh, that's why I'm wearing the Ice Cube shirt today.
Why is
Just
that?
to let y'all know.
For what? Why
Oh,
you wearing it?
man, I don't know. Cube tried to tell y'all a long time ago.
You're only talking about a self-made multimillionaire. I'm sorry, but Ice Cube can't relate to the lifestyle we're living right now. He's been living that lifestyle since probably 1989. Look, Wes gonna get on defensive now. You gonna get side eye? You gonna get side eye or what?
Did you not watch Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah, I
He
watched.
lived that lifestyle of being black and being discriminated against. He knows.
O'Shea had a Jerry curl, my dude. What are you talking about? He was in a disco band before he started doing his things with NWA. What are you talking about?
First of all, Jerry curl, it wasn't all about Jerry curl.
Just
it was
let
gangsters
your
were wearing Jerry curls.
soul glow.
Gangsters
now.
wearing Jerry curl. But if you watch Straight Outta Compton, dude, they had to deal with that shit.
I didn't say they
just
did. I did not say they did
Just
not.
being black, man, you got beat up for being black and being at the wrong places.
Has that happened to you, Wes?
Shit, yeah.
Oh, okay. It has.
Damn it.
Okay, it has.
I lost again this podcast. I was the first one to cuss.
Yep. Put
You
it in
gotta
the
start
jar.
off with James more often. 'Cause
Nope.
I know if you talk to James more, James is gonna cuss before I do.
All right. Well, let's get back to the sports show part of it. Let's stop picking on James. We've been picking on him since we got back on the mics. I don't know what's going on there. I'm kind of.
I love him.
Maybe it's the hype, and then the letdown.
He's my favorite.
You're going through the 5 stages of grief. Is that what's going on?
Who?
You. I think that's what's happening here. Speaking of grief, let's not bury the lead anymore. Sean Payton has let out an informant. I shouldn't say an informant. An individual close to Sean Payton said he has a little bit of interest in 3 potential teams. He's asking a lot. He wants control of the control of the roster, warm weather, and a team who can win now. I mean, what else do you want? Like, you want partial ownership of the NFL franchise too? Sean Payton's got to be getting ready to go to Los Angeles Raiders. I mean, Los Angeles Chargers. Doesn't this look like that to you, Wes? If he's going to go to a team, it's got to be them.
Well, I mean, everybody's talking this smack about Dallas, but obviously, what he's saying, he's sending a message to Jerry. He's like, because Jerry wants him, but he's telling Jerry, dude, only way you're gonna get me is that I'm not gonna be micromanaged. You know, you gotta back off and just be an owner. You're not gonna be the GM. But I don't blame him. But also, like, man, Cowboy fans, don't worry, y'all not getting Sean Payton.
See, this is the problem here. This is the problem, Wes. The problem here is that you have been trying to dismiss this entire situation regarding Sean Payton ever since I brought it up 2 months ago. And now we have a tangible, credible source close to Payton indicating that the Cowboys are one of the 3 teams that he has shown interest in. And for whatever reason, now you want to talk about it. I asked you about the Chargers, and you immediately went to the Dallas Cowboys. I think secretly deep down inside, you're hoping, you're wishing, you might just be fantasizing about Sean Payton potentially coming to the Cowboys, and you may live vicariously through those other championships that are the one championship that New Orleans had, and maybe, just maybe, Sean Payton can deliver the Cowboys a championship if he has the same situation that Parcells had in the early 2010s. But I don't know why you went Dallas. I went Chargers. Tell me about that, Wes. Why'd you go so far to the opposite end? We didn't even talk about Dallas. I didn't even mention it one time.
Man, are you trying to get me to wrap up the show now? Are you making me that angry now?
Why are you angry?
First of all, why would Sean Payton want to come to the disaster that is called the Dallas Cowboys?
What was that? What was the adjective you used?
Why would you want to come into a shit show? Yeah, because it's a shit show.
But that's the whole point.
Why would you want to get into that? And you got to deal with Jerry
because of what because of what the star does to your career post football, post the field.
That's the sad thing about it. You're talking about it's one of the most, franchises in sports. It's the biggest franchise in sports.
It's the wealthiest.
No, no doubt. But they don't win.
No, they don't. They don't win championships.
I think people love it.
They don't win championships.
Yeah, that's what I said. They don't win. What's the difference? What's the difference in what I said and what you said?
The difference is they win games. How many games did they win last year? 12.
The fuck the games, man. Dude, you know what?
He's so emotional. He's got all this pent up aggression. He's so already, I guess did I find a little button there, Wes? Did you get? Am I getting you? He's in his feels, guys.
It's about winning games. It's about winning championships.
He's in his feelings. So here's a question. Game. So here's a question I'll pose to you, since you're adamantly, excessively having outbursts regarding championships. If Mike McCarthy doesn't win a championship, who's the head coach for Dallas next year? If they don't win a Super Bowl, who's the head coach?
Because you know why? Jerry's a fucking idiot. Man, you gotta be cussing.
That's like 4 of them already. I'm gonna have to cut you off, man.
Sorry, but I'm just saying. Jerry's an idiot.
It's not that.
Jerry. You know what? I love Jerry as an owner, but as a GM, he sucks, and he knows it. He said he would have fired himself, but he's still the GM, and he's still doing this stupid. And it's getting nerve-wracking.
He just
And
mute himself.
it sucks to be a fan because I can't not be a fan. I'm gonna every year I'm gonna be the idiot sitting in front of the TV, being in the stands, rooting my ass off for the Cowboys.
Yep.
Buying
and
merch.
then I'm gonna leave disappointed when it comes to playoff time, and I'm sick of it.
But wouldn't that be cause to kind of bring in a person like Peyton when he has a historical relationship with Jerry? He found Tony Romo. Now, I'm not saying Tony Romo won championships, but Tony Romo was a better option than Quincy Carter. It was a better option than Drew Bledsoe. They paid him nothing. And at the end of the day, Tony Romo has probably one of the, besides the Peyton deal and besides Tom Brady's deal, he's one of the highest paid analysts in the United States. And that's what I think Peyton is looking at. He's like, what am I going to do when I'm done with football? If I can go coach the Dallas Cowboys, I'll be the most coveted analyst in the NFL post football, post the field. And I think that's what's going on here. And I think Sean Payton's not going to budge on his demands. He's going to tell Jerry very clearly, I want the deal you gave Bill. And by Bill, I mean Parcells, Hall of Famer. They could have won the Super Bowl except for a certain team in the North with a certain quarterback who wears number 12. Changed a lot of things that year. But getting back to the point, for me, they have to go to the Super Bowl in order for Mike McCarthy to retain his job. Other than that, I think he's fired. And I only think that because Peyton's available.
You ready for me to talk? Because I'm about to lose my mind on everything you just said. First of all, The Cowboys had you know the Cowboys are bad when they say Quincy Carter is our starting quarterback. What in the world were you thinking when you said Quincy Carter is our starting quarterback?
And who was the head coach?
I couldn't tell you.
Campos, the special teams coordinator.
But I'm just saying, how do you go out as a head coach, offensive coordinator, and you say, you know what? I think we're going to go with this Quincy Carter guy that throws like shit and can't read a defense.
Come on, man.
But I'm going with
that Quincy don't deserve all that.
Dude, are you serious?
I'm not gonna put him. You know what? On this show,
Carter is a bad person.
On this show, we don't put people. Listen, hold on a second, Wes. On this show, I ain't gonna put nobody's name through the mud like that. If you want to do that, that's your business. But I ain't doing that on this show.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm just being honest, though, dude. Come on, man. At some point, you got to be honest, man.
I am honest.
That's the problem. That's kind of the problem with what's going on today, dude. I got told all the time playing basketball, hey, you play like shit tonight. You can't play that position. So at times, dude, you got to hear it. Quincy Carter, I'm sure, is a great athlete, but he was not an NFL.
Now you walking it. Now you walking it back now.
Me of that.
Now you walking it back?
Huh? I'm not walking it back, but you trying to make me feel bad about what I said. But anyway, let's go on. Let's go on.
It's not that
our decision to make Quincy Carter a starting quarterback.
Man, it was completely unnecessary for him to be the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. But who knows what the money looked like? Who knows who was making decisions at that time? What I do know is Jerry was fresh off a extramarital relationship when Quincy Carter was in that, mode. I'm just putting it out there like that. If I'm going to be hypercritical of anybody, I'm going to be hypercritical of the guy who signs the checks.
Why? You like to make me angry, don't you?
What is it? How am I making you angry, Wes?
That's the thing about it. You sit there and you push my button, and then when I get mad, you're like, "Oh, Wes, why you got to be like that? Why you got to back off?"
No, what I said, I wasn't.
The franchise is making me pissed off because have they made a good decision in a while? The best decision I think they made in a while was drafting Micah Parsons. That was a great decision. That's the best decision they have done in a long time.
You don't think you're telling me CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs 1 and 2 in 2020 was a good decision? Those were fantastic decisions.
Trayvon Diggs, yeah. But what has CeeDee Lamb done? I'm not gonna. Oh man, here you go. Here you go. So what is CeeDee Lamb? You think CeeDee Lamb is gonna be a number one receiver?
If he can hold on to the ball, yes. He's got to hold on to the ball.
Whoa, no shit.
Well, yes, the answer to your question is yes. I believe he can be a number one receiver, and the caveat is he's got to be a receiver. He's got to be able to catch the ball.
Man, you need to pass me some of what you smoking, dude, because you high as hell.
I'm high on Jesus,
anyway,
sir. I'm high on Jesus.
Bro. Come on. Are you really? And
yes.
then, they're coming out with these top 10 lists. And they were talking about Dak's a top 10 quarterback.
He ain't better than Lamar. I'll say that. He's not better than Lamar.
He ain't a top 10 quarterback.
I think he's top 15, but I don't think he's top 10 either.
Top 20.
No, he's top 15. He's top 15.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Who's better than him from 20 to 10?
Who ain't?
No, you said it.
Give me a quarterback who ain't. Give me a quarterback, and I'll tell you yes or no.
Why is you're the one who made the statement? The burden of proof is on you, sir.
I'm just saying he's
Russell.
He's very overhyped.
Russell Wilson.
You know
Russell
what his stats? You know when Dak gets his stats and it makes him look like he's a top 10 quarterback is when they're down 20 and they come back in the second half and he gets those freaking I almost cussed again. He gets those BS
garbage time.
He lives on that shit. He lives on that shit.
But that's Kellen Moore putting those garbage numbers in his hands so they can pad
don't
the
get
stats.
Me started about Kellen Moore.
Yeah, they all gotta go.
I'm so tired of people talking about Kellen Moore and what he. Oh man, there's a reason he's not a head coach. There's a reason nobody's came after him because they know he sucks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But
I agree with
Jerry
that.
thinks he's good.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If Mike McCarthy doesn't produce and Jerry doesn't let Sean Payton have the keys to the company, Jerry will roll out the red carpet for Kellen Moore to be HC. I promise you. I see that coming if Payton doesn't get there.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If Mike McCarthy doesn't do anything in a few years, our next head coach is freaking Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
I know it.
Yeah, that's true.
And and that's terrible. And I'm still this idiot. I'm draped in Cowboy shit everywhere. I wear Cowboy stuff every day. I go to Cowboy games. I got the Cowboy license plate, and I'm an idiot.
Hey, we finally agree on something.
Cry me a river. All right, Wes. Here we go. Let's transition real quick. We'll get out of the Dallas Cowboy. Hold on, Wes. We'll get out of the Dallas Cowboy arena real quick. We'll get you calmed down and relaxed a little bit. I'm sure you got some nice cold beverages over there to help you out. Let's go get into this top 10 to 20 range for quarterbacks, and let's discuss them roundabout, and we'll see if Wes can't cool his.
We're gonna cool him down, but we're gonna call out the top 20 through 10.
So let's start with okay. So
and this
here we
is
go.
According to Yahoo Sports.
So let's do this. This is what's the date on that article?
It's 2 days ago, July 12th.
Okay, so according to Yahoo Sports, let's keep Dak out, and this will be since he's 10. This will be 11 through 20.
On Yahoo Sports, they got him 12.
Okay, so he's at 12.
You want me to just remove him?
What do you think, Wes? At 12, what do you think of that?
He should be 21.
Okay, he should be 21. That's good. Who's 20?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts better or worse than Dak Prescott? Come on, tell me how you really feel.
Flip a coin.
Okay, fair. 19.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Talked about it.
Yeah.
Beat him in the playoffs. 17 or 18.
Baker.
Dak's better than Baker? Yes, he is. Yes, the fuck he is. Yes, he is, sir. 17.
Ryan Tannehill.
No, he is better than Ryan Tannehill. He's better than Tannehill.
No.
You're okay, fine.
No.
16.
Matt Ryan.
But okay, before you keep going on, how many playoff games has Tannehill won compared to Dak? How many playoff games has Baker won compared to Dak?
1. They both got 1.
But I think Dak has
16.
had more talent. So
Matt
all right,
Ryan.
go to the next one.
Matt Ryan, better than Dak? Nope.
No, unfortunately, yes.
You
And Mac Ryan
15.
sucks.
Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones better than Dak? Yes or no?
Who? Mac Jones?
Mac and
Who?
cheese. Mac and cheese. Mac 10. That's my new nickname for him. Mac 10. Better or worse than Dak? Who's better, Dak or Mac 10?
Mac.
Mac 10. I agree. Go 14.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins
Yes.
better than Dak? Nope. You're crazy.
Yes.
13.
Deshaun
I'm
Watson.
crazy?
Deshaun Watson is better. Deshaun Watson is 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to know what they're smoking because that is absolute
Whoa.
farce.
We know why Deshaun is that low.
It says right here, it says he hasn't played in over a year and might not play this season. Last we saw, he was an elite QB. 13 seems fair.
Yeah.
That's all it says.
That's nonsense.
Dude, I would take Colin Kaepernick right now over Dak.
Number 12 is Dak.
11.
11.
Don't speak that nonsense. Colin Kaepernick is trash.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray 13.
So
11.
Dak.
Kyler Murray better than Dak.
Yes.
Kyler Murray can't see over the offensive line. What are you talking about?
Dude, stop hating on short people.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
say anything
man.
about that. All I said is he couldn't see over the
hating.
offensive line. He's
James
5'10.
is right there, dude.
He's 5'10. He's 5'10, Wes. 11? Okay.
James ain't no
10.
5.
10, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is better than Dak Prescott.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. So out of those 10, 3 of them are better than Dak. And you want Dak at 21.
Really? Dude, come on.
Baker?
Man. You got to be kidding me.
Baker?
3?
Yeah, 3, in my opinion, are better than Dak. Baker?
Oh, they were all better. They were all better than Dak. You can't give me one of those guys that wasn't better than Dak.
Okay.
Have you seen
Okay.
Dak?
All right.
Dak
Fine.
is a trash.
Fine.
He's a trash
Fine.
time quarterback.
Fine.
When,
You want-
when the game's on the line, is Dak worth the shit?
Wes Washington. Wes, you want Baker Mayfield starting quarterback for Dallas this season?
He's still gonna suck. I get what you're saying, but when the game is on the line, what has Dak done?
He beat New England. In New England. What has he done?
Well, was that to go to the?
It doesn't matter. It was a
NFC
road game against an average team
Was that to go
with
to
a
the
rookie
NFC
quarterback.
Was that in the playoffs?
Rookie, bro.
Give me some playoff shit.
You're just bitter because it's not playoffs. That's why you're hurting
That's what
about
it
this.
matters. You play
Yes.
to win the game.
Yes. 100%. I don't disagree with you, but you can't take the sample size of the playoffs only. You got to talk about the body of work.
No, dude. I'm
You know
done
what?
with
You're
it.
right. You're right. Spoken like a true fan.
I'm done getting hyped about this regular season Cowboy bullshit.
Spoken like a true fan.
Show me something in the playoffs.
You're right. You're a fan, bro. I get it. You're a fan.
I'm tired of it though, dude. You don't understand.
It's not unwarranted. You're right. You have every right to feel like that. But I'm trying to take you down a road to be objective enough to identify the pros and the cons. That's what I'm trying to show you.
I'm just saying, if I was married to the Cowboys right now, I'd be talking to a lawyer.
Ugh.
They're drawing up divorce papers.
100%. I can totally understand.
Because they had not shown me that they can make a change and they can do something when it comes to playoff time. And Dak hadn't shown it.
All they've shown is that Dak is, out of the 7 years Dak has been there, they've had 2 playoff appearances. That's it.
All they've shown is they can beat up on the NFC East. That's it.
You know what? They can beat up on
They're
average
not even-
teams.
They're not even picked to win the NFC East this year.
Yeah, I think that's a
The
whole bunch
Eagles
of
are.
nonsense. I think that's totally that is a conversation for another day. 45 minutes after the hour, let's get into a quick break. Producer James over there looking at I don't know what on his device.
I'm enjoying you guys
with
going
a
at
big
it.
grin on his face. So I don't know
Dude.
what's going on over
We're gonna be
there.
looking at porn while we're doing shows. Man.
Guy.
I'm not saying it was that. I'm not saying it was that. I'm saying that it could have been
Oh, you think he was checking out tacos?
anything.
And I love looking at tacos. I love tacos.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry.
Are you? Are you?
How was the 4th of July food? Must have just It's
Dude,
fantastic for me. I don't know about y'all.
James, come on, that was a fat joke.
Hey, man.
I was just asking. How's it a bad
nothing
joke?
wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a little. Just saying. You better watch
I
yourself.
love you guys, man. I miss y'all so much.
Yeah, you over here all emotional in your feelings. All right, give us about 4 or 5 minutes. We'll be back. We'll let Wes wash his face and come back like nothing happened. Till then, we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It is The Show. Getting back in the sports arena. Another big topic going on right now. Lamar Jackson, all but quiet, updating his social media profiles. Hey, man, sometimes you just got to watch Friday, and sometimes it'll just give you a premonition about you need some money. Sometimes you just need to upload a grill with I need money on it and let the rest do the rest. Wes, where do you think this contract for Lamar Jackson, who's 25, 26, already has an MVP? We know some of the deficiencies very well. Last year he gets injured. They didn't finish well. But there's no way the benchmark for his contract is what Deshaun Watson is getting. Or is it? Is that going to be where he's going to land, or is he going to get more? I'm thinking $200 million guaranteed is in the neighborhood of what he's going to end up getting. How do you see it?
I mean, if he should get more money than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, he should. But it's a lot.
I mean, but and you got to look at Baltimore and be like, the Browns, you're idiots. Because now we got to go out and pay this dude that's actually done something money. Because y'all are idiots and signing a dude that you don't even know if he's going to play for like a year. Oh, no, don't get me started. But I'm just saying, so now they're going to have to look to pay this dude like $250.
You don't think it'll be like 241, 245? You think it's going to be 250?
It's got to be more than Deshaun Watson, because if I'm
right, but
I'm like,
how much more?
I mean, I think it's just got to be more. I don't think it's got to be a lot more, but I think it's got to be more. So I think that 240 to 250 range right there, because if you're Lamar Jackson, how do you not ask for more than that?
You have to.
I mean, but if you're Baltimore, you got to be like Cleveland. What the,
Yeah, it totally reset the market to a situation where I think that they were so desperate to land Watson, and they felt they had enough information vetted that he would play. And of course, that's not what's going to happen. But at the same time, we're also talking about guys who are. What's Joe Burrow's contract going to be like? What's Herbert's contract going to be like? What if Rodgers gets another bite at the apple with another team who's willing to pay him what? $275 million, $300 million fully guaranteed? And that's the money we're talking about. We're talking about fully guaranteed contracts here, not what is going to show up in the press clippings. And that's the dangerous part of this, is that's the precedent that Cleveland has done now, is the number is astronomically high. Now, we all understand that the cap is going to be increasing over the time. We understand that the NFL signed $100 billion with a B deal with its networks. We know that Sunday Ticket is going to be up for grabs to a streaming service probably after this season. There's a ton of money in the NFL, and the players have every right, like I say, get all the pennies. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, what are we talking? I remember when Troy Aikman's $50 million contract, and that ain't the guaranteed part, was big money. Now we're talking about $250 million. $250 million with a B. But Lamar deserves the money. He's got the MVP. He's got a couple of playoff wins. I don't know who he's going to throw to now that Hollywood's down in Arizona. He's got Edwards. That's his number one target. Duvernay is going to have to step up. Looks like Wes has something to say, so let's throw it over to Wes. What say you, sir? You're rubbing your hands like baby. Put some respect on his name.
Dude, first of all, the Cowboys ruined it for everybody. They gave Dak a whole bunch of money for what?
God.
What has Dak done? Dak ain't did shit.
We're talking about Lamar here, not Dak.
No. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there. So they set this. They gave Dak a bunch of money for doing nothing. Now the Cleveland Browns are giving Deshaun Watson a bunch of money for doing nothing. So Lamar Jackson's like, dude, I'm carrying you. I'm carrying this franchise right now. So you're going to have to give me some money. And these teams are setting bad examples. Like, unfortunately, I think that Baltimore Lamar Jackson may be asking for Pat Mahomes type money. I'm not saying he's going to get as much, but he's going to get in that neighborhood of Pat Mahomes money. Why? Because the Cowboys and the Browns have done it again and setting a trend of making dumb ass moves.
So let me just stop you right there, Wes. You shouldn't even be bringing up the Cowboys names. I'm going to run down the top 6 quarterbacks, the top 5 highest guaranteed NFL contracts for quarterbacks. Number 1, we all know who it's Deshaun. Number 2, take a guess, James. Aaron Rodgers, fully guaranteed. Number 2. Who's 3? Josh Allen, fully guaranteed. 4, Patrick Mahomes, fully guaranteed. And Matthew Stafford rounds out number 5, Super Bowl defending champion. What I'm telling you
you're
right now.
You're talking about guys that win playoff games.
Deshaun isn't winning playoff games, number 1. But what I'm telling you is that Dak is no longer in this conversation as a fully guaranteed highest contract. He doesn't even belong in this conversation. So getting back on Lamar, where does Lamar fall in that top 5 or 6?
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I'm seeing that you're emotional.
I'm saying that the Cowboys are giving money away to guys that don't deserve money, and it's setting a bad example.
Okay, so how does that impact Lamar?
Now?
How does that impact Lamar?
He's going to get more money because he's going to say, if I'm saying like Dak is getting this much money, he did shit.
I promise you, Dak is not in that.
Getting this much money, he did shit.
Dak is not. Dak is not in that conversation. The people in the conversation are going to be those 5 that I just listed, and out of those 5, the 3 have Super Bowl champions.
Dude, what I'm saying is, if you're giving guys that ain't did shit money, you have to pay Lamar Jackson.
Right.
So that's why Dak is in the conversation.
Yeah, I think that's
why Deshaun Watson is in the conversation.
I think emotionally you're just attached to Dallas, and so you bring it up.
Huh?
I think you're emotionally attached to Dallas, and so that's why you bring it up.
I'm also bringing up Deshaun Watson. Are you not? Why do you keep ignoring that?
Because the relativity is that Deshaun is the highest fully guaranteed quarterback in the NFL, and Dak is not even the top 10.
He shouldn't be, but he's way overpaid for what he got.
It's not commensurate to what the market is showing. No, that's not. That's why we're having this conversation.
Showing for what? What has he done to earn his money?
He had a playoff win. You were the one talking about playoff wins. We're getting a playoff win. That's what we're talking about here. He had a playoff appearance after signing the contract. The year before that, he broke his leg in half. It's like, well, you don't like facts? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't like your bullshit. That's what
it's not. It's facts. That's exactly what happened.
Stinky. It's stinky.
Oh, Wes, don't get me started.
Your bullshit's stinky.
That's fine.
Dude, come on, man. Dude, come on, Paul, dude. I love you, brother. You my homie. But you gotta wake up, homie.
I need you to come. I need you to come with something that's gonna be something needs to be more important than just the emotional reaction that you have whenever we talk about a topic, because you always skew it left to Dallas instead of staying on the topic. So I guess what you're saying, telling me right now is that Dak, excuse me, you got me talking about it. You're telling me Lamar is going to get what? That was the question. The question says, how much more is Lamar going to get than Deshaun?
Lamar is basically going to come right in under Pat Mahomes right now. And you know what's going to happen? The other quarterbacks that are doing better than Lamar are going to come in above him. But because the Browns have set such a bad example by giving somebody this much money that ain't done shit.
That's true.
Now these guys are going to get more money. It's happening everywhere. You know what? In every sport now, because just the rise in all this money that they're getting, there's dudes that are average is fuck in the NBA. They get
I knew we'd go to the basketball.
Probably $60 million a year.
Yeah. And that's the business model they have. So my question to you again is, where is the money? Where is Lamar going to land with the fully guaranteed money? How much? What are we talking about here?
You want me to give you a number? I'm telling you, he's going to be right up under Pat Mahomes. So
Why would Why would he accept money for the fourth highest paid? He would be He would be fifth in total quarterback fully guaranteed earnings. Why would you accept that?
No, I'm saying he wants a Pat Mahomes type contract.
There's three other quarterbacks who make more money than him, fully guaranteed.
No, not overall. You're talking about guaranteed.
What happens if you get hurt and you don't play? What happens if you get accused of allegations and you don't play? You get your fully guaranteed contract. That's my point here.
I don't think Baltimore is also a organization that's not as dumb as others. So I don't think he's going to get a huge guarantee. But I think when his guarantee is probably going to come, his guarantee money will be a little bit below Deshaun Watson, probably around that. Actually, it'd probably be about that 250. It'd be 250, but I think overall it's going to be a little bit below Pat Mahomes.
You're talking about in value.
I'll tell you, I'll take that back. It's going to be below Deshaun Watson's because I think Baltimore is not as dumb as the Cleveland Browns. Sorry, Cleveland Browns.
Okay, so I'm breaking down real quick the amounts.
220, 210.
All right,
guaranteed.
So over how many years?
They want him for a while. So I mean, it's got to be 6 years.
6 years, you think? That would come in just under Deshaun's number. But I don't think it's gonna have to be 6. I think it's gonna have to be 5. If it's me, if I'm Deshaun, I'm going into, God, what's his name? The owner's name just escapes me. I think it's Buschetti or Buscotti. I think it's something like that. Anyways, I'm walking into his office and I'm telling him, look, it's $48 million fully guaranteed per year. $48 million. Deshaun's getting 46 fully guaranteed per year. We do 48 over 4. $48 million per. That sounds like a deal to me.
I'm sorry to get off track, but isn't it nice though? Like most people don't know, unless you're a Baltimore fan. Most people don't know who the owner of the Baltimore Ravens are, do they?
Is it Steve Buscemi?
He shuts the
owner
up,
yeah.
And he lets
Jimmy and Dee Haslam
of Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, sorry,
that's Cleveland.
Yeah, y'all are jumping around so much here.
Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens.
Do you know, besides the New England Patriots, what team do you really know the owner that you see stuff from the owner?
Cowboys.
Jim Irsay.
Steve Biscotti.
Who's that?
It's Indianapolis, huh?
Steve Biscotti.
Steve Biscotti. That's what I said. I know the owners too.
I'm just saying, for the teams that are winning and doing things, besides the New England Patriots, you don't hear from their owners.
That's why this is the Paul Rodriguez Show, Wes. Just so you know. That's the sign for Jerry to shut the fuck up. Agreed.
And get out of there.
You know, Wes, do you know what Jim Irsay does? Jim Irsay drinks just like Jerry. He parties just like Jerry. He keeps his women low, not like Jerry. And he plays music, not like Jerry. If Jerry would just take a couple of notes from Robert Kraft is out there dancing with the rap stars during Super Bowl week. He's going to parties. It's like, you can have fun, Jerry, but we always got to take it back to Jerry world, right, Wes? Always got to end on that note. You'd do a really good job at ESPN if you were getting on their set.
But I'm just saying, how many times do you see Robert Kraft on the field doing regular season games?
Never. You don't see Jerry on the sideline anymore. In the 90s and 2000s he was. But he can't get up and down like he used to. He's 89 years old.
That's another thing. It's like, dude, we get it. You're ancient, dude. Let some other people step in. But then again, I don't know how much faith I have in his son. I don't know if I'm feeling Steve. Is that his name? Is his son's? Is it
Stephen
Steve?
Jones, yeah.
I don't
The
know.
one he looks old too. He's not old, but he looks old too. He's not even 60 yet.
Is that the one he kissed
Wait.
on the lips?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's another awkward
Dude,
situation.
I mean, all right, so
Give him a good old
we're
nighttime good
probably
night
gonna get in
kiss.
trouble, but white folks they kiss family on the lips, man. I don't think
I
it's
don't-
like a like black folks, Mexicans. We don't do that. Like
not as adults. Not as adults.
I have never ever kissed my mom on the lips because that was like we didn't do it.
when
but
you were a
I've
kid?
seen
When you were a kid?
I've seen my
When you were a kid, like 5 years old?
I mean, I'm sure she probably kissed me on the lips when I was a baby, and I don't remember that shit. But I'm just saying, like from the time I can remember, my mom never ever kissed me on the lips. She gave me a kiss on the cheek, she hugged me, she, whatever. But it was just something we didn't do, man. It was just like
Yeah.
kiss on the cheek, that's fine. But I know.
We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube for
I don't
sure.
Thank you, Wes.
Thanks, Wes. Appreciate it.
Badass. Thanks, man.
We're never gonna make any money on this channel.
Y'all invited me. What do you want me to do? I can't. You know what? Paul, you bring up stuff. You want me to talk about it,
Yeah.
but you want me to shut up. I can't, bro. I'm gonna tell you what I got to tell you. I get what I got to say. That makes sense.
We want you. We want you to say it. We just want you to subtract a couple of things.
Shannon Thompson says, off topic now, goodness.
Yeah. Who's Shannon Thompson? Must be one of Wes's people.
Shannon. Shannon. I'm a fan of Shannon Thompson. She's cool.
Word. Shannon, appreciate y'all watching. 8:09, 10 minutes after the hour. Let's take another quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little NBA, maybe a little baseball. Maybe, probably not. Just not a really big baseball show,
Yeah.
but
Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. Don't forget.
yeah. Maybe Wes will shed a tear. I don't know. All right, guys, give us a few minutes. Take a break, recharge. See y'all then. Welcome back, folks. NBA time. Lots of rumors going on. Lots of information going down. Apparently, DeAndre Ayton, formerly of the Indiana Pacers, signs a 4-year, $133 million deal to sign with the Phoenix Suns. Probably the number one. Would you say they're the number one team in the West for the NBA? Meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, they're talking about him going to the Knicks.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're not cutting me off because I'm not done talking. So don't worry about it. I appreciate your time, though. Hold on, let me get there. I got to do the rounds, and then we come back to the topics. Don't you know how this works, Wes?
No. I'm saying I don't know if you said that right. That's what I'm saying.
DeAndre Ayton.
What did you say? He was with the Suns.
Oh, did he sign? He was with the Suns and signed with Indiana?
Yeah, because he was.
Oh, okay. I read it wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, he was the big man of the Suns. That's why I actually wanted the Mavericks to go after him. So that's why I was very sorry. But
okay, no.
DeAndre Ayton, he got drafted by the Suns. So now he's with the Pacers? That's what you just said?
He signed with the Pacers, yeah. Okay. That deal just came down, so no, I appreciate that. I was just like, let me come back to it. Let me get there, and then we can do the correction on there.
Let's get one more apology.
I know, right? Give me about 6 more, sir. 6 more, then you'd be right. Hey man, what's this Donovan Mitchell stuff going on? Is he going to New York, or is he going to go somewhere else? They were talking about him maybe going to Phoenix too.
I mean, he doesn't work at Phoenix.
I don't think so either.
Donovan Mitchell doesn't work in Phoenix. Donovan Mitchell, I mean, I would take him in Dallas because I think he could work with Luka just because he doesn't need the ball.
He always goes to his teams.
Because that's what I do. But also, I see Donovan Mitchell working maybe in a situation like maybe the Lakers.
Yeah.
If the
they'd have to trade Westbrook, right?
That's the problem. That's the problem with the Lakers right now. They don't have a point guard. I think Donovan Mitchell could be that point guard for them. But he can also be a good shooting guard. So that's why I thought he would be good with the Mavericks. But I could see maybe you do a trade with the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe send in Kyrie to and then maybe if you get
hold on. What's whatchamacallit? What's whatchamacallit?
Maybe KD stays.
What's whatchamacallit? What does that mean?
I mean a trade
between who?
Between the Nets and the Jazz. You send Kyrie to Utah. You get Donovan in Brooklyn with maybe you can keep KD in Brooklyn if you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, getting to Kevin Durant. I mean, I've heard stuff where he wants to go to Miami, maybe going back to Golden State. I mean, I think he's going to want to be in a place where he's going to shine. It's going to be 305 or somewhere on the West Coast. Because I think he wants a big stage because apparently it just didn't work in Brooklyn.
He doesn't want to stay in Brooklyn, Wes. You know that.
Well, first of all, I mean, if I'm Brooklyn, I want to get rid of KD. Because it seemed like KD he didn't give us all this. I want to get rid of KD and I want to get rid of Kyrie because you got to get like they gave their all.
You got to get rid of both of them, right? You got to get rid of both.
I mean that whole little experiment that they had going on over there didn't work.
James Harden, they shipped him out midseason.
Did those guys even touch the floor together with who else did they pick
up? James Harden is a broad.
Ben Simmons.
Harden is a what?
James Harden is a broad. Like the dude he's another one of those dudes that is just like regular season. They're so great. James Harden, regular season, he's you talk to Rockets fans, oh my God, he's unbelievable. He's top 5 ever when he's in the regular season. But you talk about James Harden playoff time?
Fold up like a lawn chair.
He did it in Houston.
Yeah. Poo, boo. He's just poo. He's just poo. And so, but he'll probably bring you a little crowd for right now.
He'll bring you a little what?
But he'll bring you a crowd for right now.
Put
like,
the
you know what I'm
masses
saying?
in
Like
seats.
regular season,
I still sell.
like, oh, hey, if James Harden comes to your team, you're like, oh, hey, you know, you got to put some butts in the seat, but you're not gonna win nothing. You're not going to the. You're not getting to the second round. You're not going to conference playoffs because he just like.
But
James
getting
said,
back to
rolls
Kevin,
up like
getting
a
back to
lobster.
Durant. Let's focus on the guys we're talking about. With Durant, what do you see him being the destination where he's going to land? Not the rumors, but where does he fit now?
Man, Kevin Durant fits anywhere.
Okay, but what's
any team that wants Kevin Durant, he fits.
But is he
Why?
going to be?
Because-
Is his legacy going to be tarnished because he's hopping around so much? Because it seems like he can't take over a game. It appears. Let me just say this. It appears he can't take over a game like Luka can take over a game. He can't take over a game the way LeBron used to be able to take over a game. It doesn't look like that because when Kyrie was out, he couldn't get. Wasn't it? He sold. This is the world's best NBA or basketball player. Shouldn't he be able to do that against KD? That's what everybody says. That's what people say. I don't know if that's true or not.
He's good, but I mean, you know, I wish they would have kept that team.
Hold on, Wes.
I wish they would have kept that team together in OKC, and I feel like it might have. The only piece that I'm kind of iffy about is Russ, because Russ is that guy's so up and down. Yeah, he is a diva. But you know online is what it's about. KD had to go to Golden State to win the championships. Mm-hmm. However, while he was there, he won back-to-back NBA Finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying? So he did turn it up. He did take over the games over there in Golden State. But he had the safety net of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, and the other guys surrounding him. Which is why, yeah, exactly. You know, but like I said, he did win the NBA Finals MVP back-to-back. But what has he done since? You know, he was on such a super team. They were like favored to win the NBA Finals like by such a huge margin. I think he's looking to go to a team where it's not such a big like, oh, let's hand him the trophy at the beginning of the season, you know, and to where it's something that he's gonna have to work towards with the team that's, you know, like, I mean, you're gonna need some help. Everyone needs help. Michael Jordan, you know, he had help. Scottie Pippen, Rodman, all of them guys, Spurs. You know, yeah, Spurs. You're gonna need help. But it's finding where you fit in and all that stuff. That whole experiment with Brooklyn was just it was a disaster, such a disaster. Like Kyrie's injury prone, you know, it was just a disaster. So as far as where he goes, honestly, I think he wants to like secretly go back to Golden State. Is what I think.
And they proved they can do it without him.
Yeah.
Wes, what say you?
All right. First of all,
you gotta get his.
James, you got a lot of good points. Well, my thing about KD is he fits in good with any team he could go to. Mm-hmm. Why? Because well, I don't say any team. He needs to be He needs to be on a team where he doesn't have to do it all, because it is frail. He's frail.
So he's not like an alpha, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But Steph can do it.
When he has other options, when teams have other options, when he can play one-on-one, you can't double team KD. When he can get open shots, he's amazing. But when when KD has to be the guy and they're sending double teams and they're sending multiple guys at him, he can't do it. He can't do it in the playoff times. He can't keep doing it. I mean, that's the difference.
I got a question for you.
So
I got a question on that note about not being able to handle it. Do you think that his sensitivity level is like so low that, do you think it's a mental block for him? Like, do you think maybe if he had like a sports psychologist, he could be able to like reprogram his brain to where he's not cussing out, having conversations with people in the crowd. He's not worried about what people are talking about him on sports media. He's not worried about it.
Kyrie?
No, I'm talking about KD. Kyrie, I think, is another animal to digress or to dissect. But for Kevin Durant, do you think that it appears from what's put on television that he appears to not have a strong, thick skin while he's playing the game, like Kobe did, like Jordan did, like even LeBron at sometimes. But I don't know if it's, I think for him, I think it's a mental block. I don't know if it could be both, but for him having allegedly burner accounts on Twitter, allegedly getting into spats with people in the crowd, I mean, is it this generation? Could it be that part of it? I mean, I don't know why if he's labeled the best player in the world, shouldn't he be able to overcome those things? That's what people are saying. I don't know. Just that's what people say.
First of all, you mentioned KD in the breath with Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe.
Right.
Stop.
But it's a litmus test so that we can have a baseline.
He's not.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
KD, like when you're talking about, when you bring up Jordan, LeBron, and
Kobe.
Who else you say? Kobe. You're talking about top 10. KD's not top 10, dude. He's not even close. I mean, he may be on the outside of top.
I give it to you. But my question is that do you think it's mental? Do you think it's mental for him?
You can't think that he's gonna be that guy. That's the problem. Okay. He's not like that.
Yeah.
He's not one of those guys.
So he ain't built for it. He's not built for it.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe it's mental, maybe it's whatever. And also, like, I think it might be like kind of his upbringing too.
Okay.
KD, he grew up rough.
He's gonna take a shot at Texas. Okay, I see where you're going.
No. I'm saying KD grew up rough. Like he had a rough upbringing. You know, he talks about it. You know.
So for people who don't know, hold on, Wes. For people who don't know where he's from, tell them where Kevin Durant's from.
DC, right? He's from DC, right?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, he's from DC, from what I understand. Unless somebody knows better, but I believe Kevin Durant's from DC. He's from the rough part of DC. Like people see DC as like the politician type.
Yeah, you're talking about Washington D.C.
Washington D.C. Yeah, sorry, Washington D.C. So people see it like it's the White House and that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. But on real close to that is a really rough part of the city. Yep. Like where people grew up, and it's rough. It's not too far from Baltimore.
Yep.
Baltimore is rough. So maybe he was from Baltimore. But anyway, rough side of the town. And so like he says, when I think when he got the MVP, it was like, dude, like we thought we made it when we actually had an apartment with like electricity and this kind of stuff. So you're talking about somebody that has to deal with stuff like that. So like he's very protective. He's very protective of his family, of his mom and stuff like that. So he gets really sensitive.
It's understandable for having to be the protector probably at a very young age for the way he was for his upbringing and his formation. I think it'll be really interesting for us to kind of watch and see how this progresses before the start of the season, which the start of the season is going to be in late October, right? Right before November.
But hey, you know where he should think about going?
Where's that?
If it could happen, I think he should go to Milwaukee.
With Giannis?
Think about what he did when he was with OKC. Where did he go? He went to Golden State. Mm-hmm. Who's the team in the East that? Imagine you got Middleton healthy. If you got a healthy Middleton, you got a healthy Giannis, and you got KD. All you need after that are rebounders and defenders. That's all you need. It doesn't matter who the rest of the team is. None of the other guys, all they have to do is make layups or open threes because that's all they're going to get. Because you literally have to throw double teams to all those guys. You can't play KD one-on-one. You can't play Middleton one-on-one. And you can't play Giannis one-on-one. So you got to send guys to this one. And so you have role players, and you literally have guys that just sit out there shooting threes. Or you literally have guys that just slash to the basket.
It'll be interesting to see if that dynamic between those two big superstars would kind of coexist. You have someone who's flamboyant and extroverted with KD, and then you have introverted, family-oriented Giannis. That would be. It's one of those odd.
Sucking it
it's
up.
Not, it's a well. That's the thing. That's the thing. Hold on, Wes. That's the thing. Is like Giannis wouldn't have to suck it up. He already does it. He's the alpha. It would be KD having to like humble himself a little bit.
KD has sucked it up.
Yeah, 100%. It'll be interesting to see.
It's like with our show. James has to suck it up, and he has to play third fiddle. Even though James knows he's a superstar, he's number one. James is, he has this big personality, but he has to suck it up, and he has to play.
Well, we know you suck it up whenever it comes to UFC and the boxing because we all have our strong suits on this show. Everybody plays their position, and that's what I really love about this trio that we have there. Everybody knows when it's time to have that, slurp assistance to kind of go down. So, Wes, I appreciate you playing your position when we're talking about combat sports, and I appreciate James. James is really good at basketball. I don't know if y'all have heard, but he has a basketball podcast. What's it called, James?
Barbecue Chicken Podcast.
They do sports and other things like that. So he's well versed in basketball as well. And we're getting him up to speed.
Hey, maybe if West would have played his position, he would have made it to the NBA. Who knows? I mean, who knows, man?
Whoa.
Man, y'all getting dicey right now. 8:30:32. It's been a wonderful ride right now. We'll get into a quick break. You both got your jabs in. We're gonna leave it right there because if the grown up,
hey, that my West impression.
if we don't have an adult on this show, we're gonna get off the rails, which is what we're gonna do.
Wait.
Hold on, no, we'll do it when we come back, Wes. Apparently, Zach's
be on this show for basketball.
What's that?
He's never asked me to be on this show about basketball.
Who?
Wow.
You're always busy, man.
The podcast has like two. The podcast has like 2 episodes. Calm yourself, sir.
3.
I'm sorry, 3. I apologize. We talked about that before.
I had I had special plans for 4th of July weekend, but someone didn't show up.
You're talking about doing an episode, right?
Yeah, for sure. I was surprised.
Right, whatever.
You're digging it a little deep
take
now.
us a break.
I've been trying to, but we have people who would do their impersonations of the shrug emoji. The shrug emoji.
You talking about me? Yeah, here you go.
Here
you go.
Wes. Let's go to break.
What? Dude, Eli Manning did it. I can't do it.
Welcome back, everybody. That is the word of the day. The word of the day is know thyself. And knowing thyself, you got to know how much money you're bringing in to your universities. So luckily, Wes was able to locate a graphic of the highest paid or highest grossing revenue universities. What do we have? Is it a top 25 or what is it? Let's look at it, James. I think it is it's a top 25. You can see that the two Texas teams who will soon meet in the season of 2025, Texas and Texas A&M tied. I wonder what the tiebreaker was. I wonder who decided Texas to be first. Probably Fox College Football decided that. Either way, they're the same amount. Surprisingly, on this list that I see is Ole Miss and Iowa. I did not think they would be bringing in that kind of revenue. Another two teams that shocked me is Arkansas and South Carolina. But man, Wes, if the Razorbacks are bringing in that kind of juice, I mean, there's going to be more expectations that are going to be raising up. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to lead into this. If you would stop talking for 2 minutes, I can lead this and set you up for success. So yes, back to what I was saying. The Arkansas Razorbacks are bringing in this kind of revenue. Much success is inbound for this type of program, bringing in over $900 million. Wes, is this the type of expectation of success that they're expecting in Fayetteville, or has there been a progression to get to this money?
No, this has been expected. I mean, Arkansas's got a lot of pride in all their sports, dude. I mean, they go deep in each sport. You know, you got Razorback fans definitely deep in football. They're definitely deep in basketball. You're definitely deep in baseball. Like Arkansas Nation is huge in all their sports. You know, you have some colleges where they're just big in certain sports. Like you hear about Kentucky basketball, you hear about Kansas basketball, Ohio State, you really football, Alabama football, but a place like Arkansas, dude, they go deep in all this stuff.
With Arkansas, Texas. With Arkansas raising, it wasn't $900 million. I'm sorry, guys. It was $95 million. With $95 million gross, that's the college football grossing that revenue. What is the expectation now for a team like Arkansas, with the only other teams in the SEC above them is A&M, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee. Tennessee is shocking to me, and South Carolina. So are we talking about, is this them? I'm sorry?
You said above them in money making or above them in
grossing revenue. That's right. Is this expectation for them to be even more successful than they have been, or is this, I mean, for me, if a team is making $95 million just as a football program, I mean, we're talking about this impacts recruiting. This is going to impact like what kind of bowl games you're going to be going to if you have that kind of record. So what is, for you as an Arkansas fan, what is your expectation for that football team? Is it to win an SEC title? Is it to play in a New Year's Six bowl? Is it to play, in a Christmas bowl or later? For you, what is it?
Well, right now, dude, it's basically coming up this year. They should basically have 2 losses this year. They should be a 2-loss team this year, I think. Definitely no more than 3 loss team this year. And then the teams they lose to, it's got to be Alabama, maybe Auburn, but they definitely they have to dominate their out of conference schedule. Anybody out of the SEC, they need to put a whooping on them, no matter who it is. I think for them to make that upturn, but it just sucks because they're in the SEC West.
Oh yeah.
And is there the tougher division, the SEC West?
It could be its own conference.
Yeah. And I mean, and you're talking about Texas and Oklahoma coming in a couple more years. Like, So you know, and I think Texas and Oklahoma are going to realize what that SEC schedule means.
100%.
I get people hate on it and they're like, oh, it's me hyping it up, but like when you're having a month where you could basically play LSU, Auburn, Alabama, maybe a Florida thrown in there in a month.
Right.
That's a rough month. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You're playing some football, and like and it's just it hits different in the South, dude. People bring it in the South. So you talk about that SEC, and you go through a month where you're playing, like I said, you're playing A&M maybe that first week. Next week you might have to go to Alabama. Then you come back home. What do you get? Oh, you get Auburn, and then maybe you have to go to Baton Rouge. That's a rough month.
So with all that being said, right there, what is your expectation for the 2022 football season? You're saying no more than 3 losses, probably only 2. Where does that lead the Razorbacks for bowl games? What do you see for them?
I mean, that leaves them at 2 losses. That leaves them right out of the conversation of the playoffs.
Who are the losses to? The 2 losses.
I don't know, James. I'm just saying. That's it.
Alabama
really
and Auburn.
Huh?
Alabama and Auburn.
Well, just not long as it's not out of conference.
That's true.
If it's a team in the division or if in the conference, it's the 2 losses are all right.
Yeah.
But if it's a non-conference team they lose to, then yeah, it hurts more. That makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not a.
So yeah, so getting back to my question, where do you see them in the bowl games? Where do you think they should be?
I mean, like I said, they're right outside of the playoffs. I mean,
New Year's 6.
I see them like Cotton Bowl, something like that.
Okay, all right.
Maybe I'm hoping for the Cotton Bowl.
I say they lose 4 games. 4 games.
So what? So you've obviously looked at the schedule.
I did. I got the schedule here.
So hold on, Wes. Don't interject.
I see you lose
Let's hold on, Wes. Just hold on a minute. Don't interject while he's going to go down this. Go ahead, James.
Stop. All right. I got Cincinnati Saturday.
No, that's not a loss.
September 3rd.
Not a loss.
I'm just reading the schedule.
Oh, you said Cincinnati?
That's why I said no. Wes, hold on a second, sir. I thought you were going to name the losses. You're going to go through the schedule.
Okay, I got them losses. I got them losing to Texas A&M.
Probable.
Back-to-back losses, matter of fact, because then they got Alabama.
That's
following.
That's rough.
Okay.
God, that's rough.
I got them losing to Auburn.
No, I don't think so.
I got them losing to LSU.
Nope, not this year.
And Missouri. They're gonna lose to Missouri.
They're not. They are not losing to Missouri. That's like saying they're losing to Vanderbilt. Run me the schedule, the whole schedule.
Okay. Why do you hate so much?
I'm not hate. Hey, I'm giving I'm on this show for a reason.
Missouri?
This guy's full of emotion tonight. Let me tell you something.
He's hyphy, bro.
Yes, I am just giving my God.
Analytical expertise prowess.
What is this, around the horn? Somebody
right.
mute this guy.
You have the ability. You're the one saying it. Listen, okay. Run the schedule top to bottom.
All right. Cincinnati. South Carolina. Missouri State. Texas A&M. Alabama. I should probably name like where they're playing at. So Alabama is at home. At Mississippi State. At BYU. Bye week. At Auburn. Liberty. LSU, Ole Miss, all at home, at Missouri, and then the SEC championship.
That BYU game, that BYU game in the middle. That's rough.
That's why I say at least 4 losses. Wes, you want to bet? I smell a bet. See if that gummy bear in there.
I think it's going to be 2. I think it's going to be. I think back to back A&M. I think A&M, Alabama, and then they go on a run. They get inspired and they go on a run. But I wouldn't be. I mean, I could see them going undefeated if they get lucky. But that Alabama game is in Alabama.
It's at Arkansas.
It's in Fayetteville. They got a shot then. They got a shot.
If Arkansas wins one out of those two games.
Yeah, agreed.
Wins the rest of them.
That Texas A&M games in Arlington.
You got to see Arkansas as a top team for the playoffs at that point.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't know, man. I feel like some big things coming for the SEC West. Like I think it's gonna be a movie week in and week out. Like there's gonna be one big game every week from October until probably even late September through November. I mean, it's gonna be nuts.
College football and the football season. Even though I'm a huge basketball fan, but the start of football season is like Christmas. I get so excited.
It's fun.
Especially when your team is good, and I'm excited to see what the Hogs gonna do. I even want the Longhorns to do well, like because I feel like if the Longhorns are decent, at least it makes the season a little bit better. I don't want them to win anything. I still want at the end of the season. I would still love for them to lose to Kansas.
So
because I think their whole season for the Longhorns is basically we need to beat Kansas.
So I'm gonna go through the whole season of the SEC, and I'm gonna find the biggest game or two for that week. So week 1, it's gonna be a big game. I think Cincinnati, Arkansas is a big game. Oregon, Georgia is a big game. Who else? Florida State, LSU, just because those are 3 big games for that week. Week 2, Alabama at Texas.
Oh, wait. When is week 1? When was that? You gotta give me a date.
Bro, the date of which game? Because I said 3.
No, the whenever it starts, the first date.
Saturday, September 3rd is this Arkansas-Cincinnati game and the Oregon-Georgia game. And then September 4th is Florida State, LSU.
Okay.
Week 2, September 10th, Alabama at Texas. That's the biggest game. That's the biggest game that week. What else is there?
Hey. If Alabama just puts a whopping, just a beating on Texas, do you think your boy changes his commitment?
Not at all. Because number one, there was a huge wave of recruits who followed him that week following his commitment. And I mean like some dudes, man. So let's get back into it. Let me hop back into week 3. This is September 17th. Miami at A&M. Big game. Who else?
Canes, man. Dude, come on. Everybody was a Cane fan in the 90s.
Everybody was a Cane fan in the early 2000s. What you talking about?
Dude, in the 90s or whatever, it was certain gear that you could always buy and wear.
Mm-hmm.
Miami Hurricanes were always in Foot Lockers. Georgetown Hoyas. This is what me and my boy were. Miami Hurricanes, Georgetown Hoyas, and Syracuse were always in Foot Locker, Foot Action back then. I don't know if you young cats know about that, but it was always stuff that was the gear to wear.
Word.
Because I can't wear UT. I can't wear bar.
All right, September 24th, big game of the week, Arkansas at A&M. Week 5, October 1st, Alabama at Arkansas. LSU at Auburn. Those are the 2 biggest games. October 8th, week 6, A&M at Alabama. Auburn at Georgia. And that's it for that week. Week 7, Arkansas at BYU. LSU at Florida. Auburn at Ole Miss. Wow. Week 8, October 22nd, No big games.
What are these like televised games that they're going to be showing?
I'm just picking the biggest matchup of the SEC.
I got to go to college games
based on your opinion, or
I didn't go to any college games this past
I could read it to you, and then you can pick from them.
Oh no, I'm just asking, like if you, I'm.
Yeah, this from my vantage point, I think those, but those are just SEC, not the whole.
Yeah.
The whole gambit. October 29th, week 9. Florida at Georgia, Arkansas at Auburn. Those are the two biggest games that week. November 5th, week 10, Florida at A&M. Alabama at LSU. And that's it on that one. Week 11, October 12th. A&M at Auburn. LSU at Arkansas. Alabama at Ole Miss. 3 big games. Week 12, November 19th. Ole Miss at Arkansas. And that's it. Week 13. Well, did I go do something different? Okay.
Real quick, we got some comments in here.
Hold on real quick. November 26th, LSU at A&M, Auburn at Alabama, Georgia Tech at Georgia. Wow. South Carolina at Clemson. All right. People in the comments, what's up?
Yeah. Is it J.A. Elmore or is it Ja Elmore? Wes?
It's Jaden Elmore.
Yeah.
Probably it's my nephew.
He says, what's up, Uncle Wes? And then he says, Arkansas sucks, bro. And Mickey, shout out Mickey in the Pops and Shots podcast. Hold on. I'm reading out comments. Hold on. Now I get to play Paul now. Hold on, Wes. Hold on. Mickey says Arkansas will not be anywhere near the playoffs. And Jay Elmore, he says that Mickey is right. And he said, we need major help. I hope Texas does well. And Mickey says, Texas all day, every day. Jaden Elmore.
You have to call your nephew, sir.
Mickey? Who's Mickey? Mickey what?
Mickey, he's from the Pops and Shots podcast.
It's another show.
Oh.
Yeah,
come on,
man.
Oh, okay. Somebody else.
Ain't gonna say it no more.
My nephew, bro. It's next time I see you, dog, I'm gonna squeeze the life out of you. You know you only weigh $110, and it's on, bro.
Ouch.
How you gonna disrespect your uncle like that?
Hey, you put him on the naughty list for Christmas or what?
Oh, but my nephew, dude, he is hilarious. He's a very intelligent dude, but he's stupid with his football and sports. I tried to teach him basketball. He wouldn't learn from the master because he didn't realize how much of a scorer I was. I mean, I tried to teach him the ways, but he's a smart ass. He's a Longhorn fan, and he's gonna realize them horns ain't shit.
Hey, you try to teach him basketball. He might have been smart and realized, there's, learning from Uncle Wes, there's only so far you can go.
Jay,
I thought you would have used your hotkeys there.
It's not on there.
Oh yeah, we chopped. It was on the chopping block.
Hey, bro.
I wanted to ask y'all.
Understand?
I wanted to ask y'all. Did y'all hear about this news coming out of Utah country, where the golden boy of BYU apparently had a little rendezvous with his mom's best friend? Allegedly. Is it allegedly or is that confirmed? Have we heard?
I feel like Wes has the full scoop on this.
Didn't we have a image of that encounter, of that rendezvous?
We do.
I thought we had some kind of like visual aid here so we could assist some of our viewers who are tuning in. I think somebody was trying to put the moves on, old Mr. Wilson.
Hold on.
Oh, yes, I am.
What are we holding on to, Wes?
I'm sorry.
I can see your right arm. Where's your left?
Are you over there getting messages while we're on the phone with you?
No.
Are you working on your own rendezvous right now?
Dude, right. No, it's computer things. I have to use my phone. I don't have the computer set up. So stop it. Be
Stop.
nice.
What are we stopping here?
Stop it. Stop it. You stop it.
What have you put me in timeout next or what?
Be nice.
Sir, of all the times now we have to be nice.
Guy.
Oh, hey, we should have had that. We should have had that that thing queued up.
It up. I have to be nicer, so I'm being nicer.
You
So
sure
y'all have
are,
to be
Wes.
nice.
You're doing a
Don't be
fantastic
pushing
job.
me. Y'all gonna push me to a point, and then you're gonna tell me to come back. Like, y'all gotta stop.
Sir, you are a gentleman and a scholar. I digress. You deserve the utmost
You know
respect
what?
as we move forward. So,
You know
so
what?
getting back to old Mr. Wilson, you think this is legit?
I mean, dude.
He was in New York for a year. He went from
I mean-
highly sheltered.
I gotta see. I gotta see the mom. I gotta see.
I don't know if there was a photo released of the mom.
There's not a photo released of the mom, dude. I gotta see the mom.
The
I gotta
mom's
see what she
friend.
looks
The
like.
mom's friend. Let me just make that clear. It was the mom's friend, and it allegedly the girlfriend is the one who brought the story to life.
Yeah.
I gotta
the
see what
ex-
she
the now
looks like,
ex.
though. I mean, if she's hot, like.
I think she is.
I don't know if her like saying this, because I did see a tweet, and it's an actual tweet, and I don't know if her saying this, she thought it was gonna like throw some like
Hurt him?
shade on his name. Girl,
Street cred out the mall, bro.
you just like skip the whole game. You're in legendary mode.
Yeah,
now.
he went straight
You know
to
what I mean?
legendary
Yeah.
mode. Straight.
Like-
you went from being weirded out at NFL Draft 2021, while dudes were like, repping where they're from, and you look like a geek stuck out like a sore finger, to now dudes are calling you, certified. He's certified.
I think maybe he released it himself. I mean,
Yeah, Zach Wilson.
who was really talking about this dude until this came out?
His mom,
I mean,
his
no-
mom
nobody
was
cares about
telling
the Jets.
his mom was telling people to like stay away from her son. She was trying to be like the dude was drafted in the NFL to the New York Jets. The New York Jets, like in Joe Namath New York Jets.
Then again, like, how would you feel if that was your mom?
It's your mom, bro. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna tell your mom to stop. Well, she's pretty quiet now.
You're not gonna kick your friend's ass.
No. I bet you they're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Or they might be.
Now that it's gotten out
yeah,
and there's memes being made,
You think they're friends? Wes, you think they're friends?
can't be. Can't be.
I'm just gonna let you know. I can't be friends with anybody that tapped my mom.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. What do you think?
Wait. Did he tap his best friend's mom, or did he tap like
The mom best friend.
Best friend's mom.
No,
Well,
the mom,
I mean-
the best friend of the mom is what he did.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Right.
It's different. If it's my best friend's mom,
It's not right. It wouldn't be.
That's not my
It wouldn't
friend.
be.
Best friend of the mom.
The best friend's mom is my buddy's mom. That's not what happened.
Oh, okay,
it was
I
the
got
it
you.
was the best friend of the mother of
that's
Zach's
different.
mother.
So
Yeah, like-
Zach's
Mom.
mom's best friend.
Correct.
My best
Even
friend's
better.
mom, she was hot.
Exactly.
Even better because he
like, if
avoided
you-
all like turmoil and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
What do you mean
But-
turmoil?
Of doing. I mean, bro code, bro. You don't bang your best friend's
Yeah,
mom.
you can't bang
No.
your best friend's mom.
Yeah. So your mom's best friend.
Your mom's best friend.
You can bang your best friend's sister.
What are you gonna like? Not talk to your mom?
But-
Of course, your mom's always gonna be there for you.
Right, but that's why I was asking you. Like, do you think the mom and the mom's best friends are still? Do you think they like talk? Do you think they go?
Is his mom still
Not like
best
that,
friends
but
with her?
not like that, but just like go to events, socialize, go shopping. Like, do you think that's like?
Maybe not now.
I don't know.
Because it's
I'm not a
They know who
40,
it is.
50 something year old MILF. I don't know. I don't know how women think. I don't know.
That's a great point. Like, I
I
wouldn't.
don't. I
Nobody knows
honestly
how
don't
women
know.
think. Women don't know how women think.
That
That's random. Okay.
is true though. Even women don't know how women think. Because they're always fighting.
Y'all are gonna get the wrath of all the females. I'm not in this mix at all. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Oh, dude,
But at the same time,
man.
hold on, Wes.
Stop it.
Wes,
stop it.
Stop. Listen.
Stop it.
What I'm trying to tell you is that it would, for me, if it was, it's different because you're a guy. It's interesting. I'm curious if we could find out, or if there's a story to see if like the friendship could be reconciled.
Excuse me.
Okay. I wonder if it could be reconciled, because that's kind of like a big deal. Like, I mean, Zach's, what are you going to go home and like not let your son home? Like, you're not going to do that. I mean, he's probably bankrolling everything now.
He doesn't live at home.
Right. But the holidays, events, marriages, those life events, those types of things.
I would have to know,
imagine being a dad, though. Like, I couldn't be the dad because obviously my wife is gonna be pissed at me because I'm be like, yeah, son,
Privately the dad and the son, yeah.
Because especially she's got to be hot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would think
she's got to be hot.
The dad's like, how was it? I hit it 15 years ago.
About it, and then your son gets to tap it. Oh, dude!
But see, here's my question. This is what I want to know.
I'm horrible.
This is what I want to know. My question is, who initiated it? Who seduced who? In the end, it doesn't matter because Zach's gonna get all the praise. But
dude, it was probably like a hot tub scene. And
honestly,
she's like, stop.
You do say all the praise, but there's people out there that are gonna look at it from say the script was flipped. Say it was a female athlete, and say there was a dad that had a best friend. You know what I mean? Sorry to piss on the parade, but you know what I mean.
So
you're trying to get real with it.
That's creepy.
No, I mean, I'm just. I like to look at things as to like why we look at them like as they're cool as fuck.
I just like to take the situation and stay there.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're talking about. Yeah. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Is there a double standard? I don't know. Y'all figure that out.
Oh yeah.
But my point is
a double standard.
My point is that when I say y'all, I meant the audience, Wes, not the guy taking whatever he's taking over there. My point is that I would love to know.
I gotta drink water.
I would want to know who is. Put him on mute. I would want to know who is the person who is figuring out like the details, because that's kind of what I'm interested in. Is what details, like why did this happen? When did it happen? Was this planned? Was it orchestrated? Was this impromptu? Those are, because to me this is going to benefit Wilson tremendously. Like, I think this is going to bring money deals for him. This is going to bring, street cred forever. It's going to give him so much more. And hell, if he starts winning, it's just going to grow the legend. He's literally following the shoes of Joe Namath.
Dude,
literally.
Paul, I feel like your dirty talk is just too proper. Cause I feel like your dirty talk is like, oh, do you like this lady? Do you like that I'm entering you? Like, dude, just say how it is. Who made the move? Who wanted to do it? And it was that cougar. She was hungry. Because she's basically got to be a cougar, right?
You would think.
And she was hungry. She saw that little piece of white meat, and dude, she went after it. Dude, break it down, bro.
Right, and there's no way he was like gonna resist. There's just no way.
No. Come on, dude.
But here's the thing: aren't Mormons they're not supposed to drink, right?
He's a Mormon.
Yeah, they're Mormon. That's what I'm curious about.
Being Mormon don't make you not.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know the rules. I assumed they wouldn't drink.
Dude, it
Mormons
doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. If he has I'll keep it.
But if they're inhibitions,
if you have a penis and you see a lady that you like,
that doesn't mean anything. He had a girlfriend at the time.
Oh
fucking get him, Wes. Get him.
Mean anything?
You're saying every single male is gonna fall into that trap. That's what you're saying. Okay, I don't agree with that, but okay. I would think 99% of males would.
Mother.
What are you talking about, dude? You're talking about it was the fantasy.
For her,
Everybody, as a kid, you had fantasies and things like that. You never acted upon it, but if it happened, you were like, "Oh my God, I'm in a dream." My mom's best friend that's so hot that I've been thinking about is coming on to me, and you're just like,
yeah, that's why I'm not saying that's not true.
That's why he's saying 99. You know what? Paul, you're being a smartass.
No shit.
99.
No shit. That's what I do here. The point about it is who initiated it. That's what I want to know. I want to get down to brass tacks. Who initiated it? We know what happened.
She did it.
Oh no,
okay.
no.
Then
Then
what? Then what?
I gotta say it was the more.
You think it was Zach?
Yeah, it's got to be but there might have been there.
Hold on, Wes. Go.
Okay, so I was gonna say there might have been something to like lead him on, like a metaphoric door left open, for him to be like, oh, okay, like, hey, what's up? But then again, that would say that she initiated it, right?
Right. She seduced him. That's why I'm thinking. I think she seduced him, and then he was in, like Wes, you were talking about. He had that fantasy, probably. I mean, because you got to think about it. He was a teenager 7 years ago. He was probably 16 6 years ago, 14, 8 years ago.
I got to see what she looks like.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Yeah, partially, but I want to know the details so we can figure things out at that same time. No,
Clean it up.
Let me tell you something, Wes. I want you to follow my lead. That's what I want you to do. And that's the funny thing about it is we don't know enough details to kind of put a bow on this bad boy. Because if we did, and maybe there are photos out there, so I'm sure somebody's going to leak them. But right now, I mean,
I gotta see her, dude. Come on.
Well, now he's getting seduced over there.
Antsy, dude.
Now send us a photo.
Like an
I want to see
antsy.
what she looks like. We got to put her up on the screen and see what her rating.
I don't think we should put her on the screen. I don't know if that's going to be a good look. Maybe it will be.
We are sports journalists. We got to do our.
Well, this is sports. We're talking about sports.
Our due
Exactly.
jobs,
Diligence,
whatever.
You know what? You know what, Paul? I get it. It's the Paul Rodriguez show, but me and James are part of this. So
you are 100% right. But if we go down the road y'all are gonna go,
it should be called the James.
if we go down that road, we're never gonna go anywhere.
What's your name?
Hey, your nephew said they're doing him like they did Urban Meyer. But I would say only difference is
Go ahead.
there's no. I mean, Urban Meyer did himself. Let's be honest. It's like Vince McMahon. If y'all are familiar with that,
It's like Jerry Jones.
Montreal screw job. Brett didn't screw Brett. Or no, I didn't screw Brett. Brett screwed Brett. Urban Meyer screwed Urban Meyer by doing that shit at the bar.
It's like, look, Zach wasn't married. Zach didn't go after someone. He didn't go after someone twice his age. That's what we think. You think the lady seduced him, James? Yes or no?
Hey,
Man,
Hold on, Wes. Hold on.
my manly intuition says yes.
But seduction can just mean she walks in and says, "Come to the room with me." That's seduction for us. It doesn't take much, is my point. Now, Wes, who do you think seduced too?
first of all, I gotta say I'm so proud of my nephew and his comments and being so great in sports. But anyway, you got to go back, dude. It's not gonna take much.
It's not,
dude. You're talking about a horny young man, and I just got to see the picture.
Right.
If she comes down and she's so hot, like, I mean, oh.
So Wes, let me ask you this: if she's like, if she is banging, dude, mid-50s banging, what does that say? What does that say? Big old fake tits, like, dude, like nice and trim, blonde hair, blue eyes. What does that say?
Yeah, you got to say that, that's what he had to do. Like it's no, but if she's just fugly, I'm sorry.
If she's like Ben Roethlisberger's accuser.
I don't think I've ever saw
I'm
her.
just saying, if she comes out looking like, Joe Pesci or something like that, like, you gotta be like, oh, dude, he needs help.
That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying? Like,
highly unlikely.
it's very highly unlikely. Because I in my mind, she's gonna be hot.
Yeah, she's gonna be made up. She's gonna be put together. It's gonna, and of course, those people had money, and those people run with people with money. Wes, you know people who have money, and aren't the ladies put together? The women, they're put together, aren't they?
Dude, oh, dude,
Even in the '60s, they're put together, ain't they?
Don't get me started. I like at the gym.
A yes is a simple answer.
I see these women that are 50, 60 years old, and like they got the butt lifts, and but like they're in the gym, like working, like they're working it.
They're put together.
Like, I almost want these women to train me because they're like getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're sweating, they're doing all this kind of stuff, but also like.
All right, Wes, that was your answer. Thank you. A yes. The yes is yes. The answer is yes.
Apparently, we need help.
Yeah, this is off the rails. If y'all don't know, now you do.
We need help.
By the way, if you guys,
she's hot, there's no way that you can't blame the dude,
bro. We already know. We established that.
By the way, if you guys are here watching this, hit that like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out.
Yeah, Jaden, and I'm so proud of my nephew though, man. He's in college now, and he's doing a great job. I was worried about it when he was younger because he was a little smart ass. I mean, he's still a smart ass now, but he was a little worse when he was younger. But he's grown into a great young man, and like when he was in town and I was hanging out with people, dude, everybody kept saying, it's like, dude, your nephew is such a gentleman. He's a good young man. I was like, dude, I'm surprised because he's a little asshole when he was young.
Why are you picking on this man and he ain't even here to defend himself?
Hey, of course, man. The last thing we want is for him to end up a 46-year-old asshole, Of course.
Hey, I think, but I had some help into it because I used to threaten him. I gave him a couple I can squeeze the life out of him, and he knows it. And so I think it scares him. He likes hanging out. But the thing that cracks him up, though, he was dying laughing. So like, he came in. I met him in Austin for whatever we were doing, and he gets in the car with me, and these women that we were hanging out with, white women, and we put on some music, and we're putting on NWA, and I think he was shocked by how white women in their
40s and 50s,
40 years old, know that old gangster rap. And they were just singing NWA, Eazy-E, word for word. He's just like,
Where did he grow up?
It was hilarious. Huh?
Where did he grow up?
He grew up in Houston, but it's still. I think it was a shock for him to hear these white women, word for word with Eazy-E. It was hilarious for him. I'll put it that way.
All right. Sounds good. Well, glad that your nephew's watching the show. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah. By the way, we have Carla Johnson in the chat. And
bear down.
Yeah, bear down. I forgot, man. I wish I would have saved that graphic. Would have threw that up real quick.
Which one?
That one about where I was all like, guys keep talking about they can't wait till football starts, and this is what they're waiting to watch. And it was like some stats from who was it from, Wes? Who was it from?
It was from the Bears. It was terrible. The Bears suck. I'm sorry, Carla. Carla, I appreciate you.
He said it.
You're a great person.
He said it.
Fuck the Bears. Fuck the Bears.
Damn.
We're gonna put him in.
Love you, Carla. I appreciate you.
We're gonna put
Fuck the Bears.
9:27. After the hour. Y'all are getting fined.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Y'all are getting fined.
Uh,
What other
yeah.
big newsworthy stuff has come out so far? But since I know we had a retirement today, but I don't know. But nobody really cares about Kansas City's offensive lineman.
She says better than getting so close every year and never getting anything.
Oh, you missed the beginning of the show, Carla. Then I gave him a mental breakdown. Nuclear breakdown.
She called it football blue balls.
So y'all realize this is our little side job. So like we go in the principal office, and when we go in the principal office, it's Paul. So me and James are always in the principal office with Paul.
That is not true.
When we go off camera, he tells us we have to clean it up, we have to be better, and all this kind of stuff. So we stay in trouble. But I think who gets in more trouble, me or James?
You, by far.
What?
By far.
Y'all are gonna squab over who gets in trouble more.
Paul walks into the office with no paddle,
I do not believe in corporal punishment.
but he spanks.
Hey man, Spanx makes a lot of money. Spanx makes a lot of money. You know who invented that?
No.
The wife of that guy who had Goggins live with him for a little bit. Can't think of his name. He's a yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But anyways, his wife, she owns like Spanx. It's pretty crazy, like a garment like that. Shout out to Spanx. I mean, they can make it for men too. Have you heard about it?
I have not.
You wouldn't wear Spanx?
What exactly are spanks?
It's like it makes you slimmer without having to lose weight.
No.
Like compression.
You're skinny. I would be lying to other people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't like that.
All good. Wes, come back for a show. Had a good time.
For sure.
We're a little emotional in the beginning.
Good. I miss you guys. I hate when we don't do shows. You know that. So I always like talking to you guys. I don't care if people are listening or not.
I do. I want all of y'all to stay
I need
listening.
to start caring about that because I have to clean it up. Me and James are.
I like how
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, bro.
James, really?
Speak for yourself.
I like how Wes is trying to like put this out there, like he's in all this big trouble. He's not in trouble. In any trouble.
He's all Indian.
But if you want to think that, that's
James
fine.
is a troublemaker.
If anybody's a troublemaker, it's me.
Look at him at the end of the show. Look at what he's doing. This is what he's doing. Him. He's the one. It's all good. Dude. Remind me never to rob a bank with this guy. Please.
I don't want you to rob a bank at all.
I know, but if I did, I won't. It wouldn't be with this guy. Jesus.
I'm so sad I didn't get to hang out with James. Dude, me and James gotta hang out, dude.
I thought y'all were gonna.
We need to film it. We need adventures. Like we need to take this to the next level.
This guy who was 30 miles down the road and he couldn't even make it over here. It's a 25-minute trip if he takes the toll roads.
Some bitch. You could have came to Austin.
Hey,
what?
You never invited me. I'm not gonna invite myself.
First of all,
what am I gonna be going to Austin to hang out with giants?
I drove 4 hours. That way. You couldn't come. 30 minutes.
I never got an invite. I don't like to invite myself to places.
Oh, here you go, some bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
now you are in trouble.
I'm just saying.
Talking about my mom.
I could have met me somewhere.
Talking about my mom.
Wow. I literally drove 4 miles that way. Y'all could have came and met me the other way.
Wes, are you okay, buddy? Do you need something?
He needs a hug that he promised me that he didn't deliver.
Need something, man. Come on, whatever, bro. Whatever, man.
He's gotten real machismo in the last like 10 minutes. Have you heard that?
Yeah. It's those tequila shots.
Are you okay?
Whoa.
Wes,
tequila shot?
Wes, blink 3 times if you need help. Are you okay?
Shit, I don't need no help.
Smile if you think you're the shit.
All right. I think there's something going on. Something's happening.
Hey everybody, go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when we're live.
It told me today when we were live.
Yep, me too. Because I hit the little bell.
Wes, are you? Did you hit the bell for notifications?
Uh,
Shame on you, sir.
No, I don't think I hit the bell.
Shame on you.
Let me see the bell.
All right, fellas. Anything I want to leave the people before we get out of here? I'm sure we have like one person watching.
Hey, love each other.
Yeah.
Don't put your fellow man down.
Oh my gosh.
And watch Dark Side of the Mind on YouTube and on Facebook. Well, YouTube for now.
Yeah. Watch something happen on Facebook. Wes, you want to leave people something?
Hey man, it's good to see y'all guys. I miss y'all, and we need to. I think the Paul Rodriguez show is gonna go somewhere, dude. I think the people are liking it. The people that watch it like it.
I agree with you.
We got to get it out there.
Paul?
Is Wes frozen? You look frozen, my guy. Okay, there you go. You broke your smile. No,
I'm just. I had too much water.
no, I get it. I get it. I don't want you to overperform for
I'm hydrated.
any of the audience. Make sure that everybody, I don't want you to be acting different. I want you to make sure you take care of yourself.
There goes the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought they were the double fingers.
Yeah. All right, folks. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
James.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. Let me take this home real quick, and then we'll get back to it. No. Let me have the vibes. Let me have the vibes. I appreciate that.
Oh, you get music.
To Monday, you can all have music. Sensitive. You all right, Wes? I don't know what Wes is talking about over there. We can't read your lips because you're. What are you making tortillas now? Anyways, appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll be back Monday. Not OTAs, but training camp begins Monday for a lot of NFL teams, July 19th. As I like to send y'all with, love yourself and love your neighbor. We'll see y'all Monday. Appreciate y'all.